I'm Peter with ProlifeNews.tv and Prolife Unity, and I'm here with Charmaine Yoest, and you have recently been pushed up to the top of the Americans United for Life. That must be a thrill for you.
I'm really excited. AUL has an amazing team of people, and it's just a real honor.
And what do you think the future can be, let's say, if John McCain and Sarah Palin are in, and good leadership in pro-life organizations? Do you think we can actually affect some change here in America?
Well, once I start talking about the election, I'm the president of Americans United for Life Action, which is our C4 component that gets involved in electoral politics. And we are really, really intensely focused on this election because, Peter, you know, everything is riding on this election. I don't know if you're in yours in my lifetime, if we've seen an election like this one. In this next presidential term, there's going to be at minimum 2 Supreme Court vacancies. It goes even farther than that, really. I don't think most people realize we've got 6 Supreme Court justices who are over the age of 70. So, people frequently talk about the next 2 vacancies, but we're actually looking in the next several years at completely changing the Supreme Court. And so pro-lifers really, really have to be focused on this election. And, things have completely revolutionized in the last month as Senator McCain has done 2 things. One, the GOP has gone forward with one of the most pro-life platforms that we've seen in years and years. His voting record is completely solid. And then Sarah Palin, one of the most pro-life politicians I think we've ever seen. It was just amazing when she took her baby Trig with Down syndrome and held him up in front of the entire GOP convention. This is a woman who has walked the walk. And it has really, really changed the whole dynamics of this election.
And that's actually significant because as far as the Down syndrome babies go, the majority of them don't make it. They're killed in the womb.
90%. 90%. Because the testing has become so pervasive now, and so many women are being counseled to abort Down syndrome babies, that 90% of women who get a positive test do abort these babies. And yet, the medicine has advanced so far now, and people with Down syndrome live really wonderful, productive lives, and so it really is a tragedy in our culture today.
And also, as far as elections go, in generalities, the significance is, of course, we talked about the Supreme Court justices, but also you're talking about, I think if someone said there were 9,000 people that could be turned over by the next president because of the impact the president has on all of the cabinet positions and everything down the line.
Oh, exactly.
So it's not just at the top, right?
In fact, my first job after college was in presidential personnel, and that's the office that makes the political appointments all throughout the government. And it is important for people to understand that the president comes in with the power to appoint people throughout the government. Cabinet, Supreme Court is just one of many appointments. He also does all of the cabinet level officials, and all of those cabinet level officials then have people that they appoint beneath them. So it is thousands and thousands of people, and it affects everyday decisions throughout the government.
And Americans United for Life, what do you see? What's the vision coming up? Can you give us a tip maybe on something that you're thinking that you're going to help introduce, or what do you think?
Well, we have 2 major emphases that we're really working on in terms of a vision for the future. And the first is to really encourage and get people excited about the idea that we are going to see the reversal of Roe versus Wade. And even if it's not in our lifetime, Peter, it's happening, and we have to really stay focused on that as the ultimate objective of the pro-life movement. And then secondarily, our second goal might be even bigger, and that's to bring down Planned Parenthood. We've got to cut off the funding. So much of their livelihood is based on federal funding, and we are really targeting that and looking at that and saying, no more. I don't want my tax dollars funding Planned Parenthood. So we're going to be looking at that very closely in the future.
Great. And how can people find out about what you do
we
and where
would
you
love
are?
to have visitors at www.aul.org. aul.org. Come see us.
There you heard it, AOL.org. Get involved. It's up to us. We have to do things. We can't just sit around and be armchair warriors, can we?
We cannot, Peter. We need everybody engaged.
Well, thank you. Appreciate you taking the time.